Hey, I'm Greg.
And I'm Renee, and we're 2 miles to go. We just recently, this summer, became full-time RV travelers. We have tent camped for the first, 25 years or so?
27 years.
27 or so years of our marriage, primitive camping, all over where we were stationed, as Greg was active duty military for 30 years, just retired. And once we became empty nesters, we decided it was time to actually pamper ourselves. No more tents, no more air beds. We wanted power. Yeah, we wanted to glamp.
So why do you think that we should be capturing this, like doing this whole recording it with the camera thing?
Knowing that you can go back and see, and because we are all over now, we have our adult sons, I call them our kidults. They live in 2 different states. And then my parents, his sister and her family, and all of our friends can follow along on our adventures, see where we're at, what we think of a place. Greg is completely handy.
Yep.
All the maintenance, that's on him. So we will probably have tips, tricks, fixes that, you know, if that's something you need. Yeah, just...
So over the past 2 years or so, since we've decided that we're going to do this, I worked around a ton of people, and we interacted with a ton of people. When you have the conversation of, hey, we're going to full-time travel, you know, we're going to enjoy this while we're still physically able. The comments that I got of like, I wish we could do that.
You're living your best life.
Is it all it's cracked up to be?
We'll see.
Will there be a lot of downsides to it? And
I'm sure.
I feel like I had so many people discuss this with me that, you know what, let's do this. There's no agendas or really anything going on. It's just we've been blessed to be able to do this, and we're still physically able, and we'll see what happens with it.
So a lot of people may wonder how we do this. Greg, again, 30 plus years in the military, so his retirement is our income. That's our only income. And we don't have specific plans. We have ideas of where we want to head next. I'd say I'm the one who ends up making reservations. No more than 3 days out for an area. We'll have kind of a plan of where we're going. Like we had headed up all the way to Grand Tetons. On our way back, you know, we thought a route we would go, and we ended up changing it a little bit. So we're extremely flexible. We're extremely fortunate. And yeah, I mean, just living it.
So I guess I'm going to close this out by saying this. If you're interested in this, if you're friends of ours, if you're family of ours, we just want to let you see this and see what you think. And my hope is this is going to be an adventure beyond no other adventure. And that's what we're here for, and that's what we're going to do.
Yep.
And very grateful for all of you, and hope you enjoy it. Alright, see what we're dealing with here. Bird. Food that's not packed yet. Yep. Night before leaving. All right, well, another big moment here. So taking off out of a house and going full-time on the road, what do you think your toughest thing was about this whole ordeal?
It was starting the purge. Purging
Yeah.
all this stuff, but once I started, it was like easy. I just started more and more, even after I filled the camper, like clothing. After I had everything packed in there, I found myself purging again as I would go to get clothes out while we were doing the transition, you know, just here in the driveway. So I think that was the biggest thing, was starting to get rid of things. Not getting rid of things, just the start of it.
My biggest thing is when you're purging and you think you got a lot of stuff and you think you've gotten through most of it, there's still more. And the whole carload after carload to the dump, to the donation, and you feel like you're ahead of it and on top of it, and then carload and carload and carload again to the dump is very tiring. So
yep,
that was my biggest thing.
Start early. Start earlier than you think you need to start. Start early.
And then that last day when you're trying to hit the road, all the work, here we are, hot and sweaty. And
Band-aids and all.
About to do this.
Here we go.
Good times.
Bye, house.